Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I'm Damien Farr, and tonight we're doing something a little different. I know you're seeing I'm wearing a Captain America shirt. You know why I'm wearing a Captain America shirt? We're talking Insomniac Games, the premier Marvel developer, and I think Sony's best developer overall that's not named Naughty Dog as well. I think them and Naughty Dog are close to each other. Naughty Dog makes a masterpiece every 5 years. Insomniac makes amazing games every year, every 2 years. So there's a big difference on who's going quicker here. But I want to talk about Insomniac, games they've made already, games they're going to be making, and games I want them to make. So let's start off with your games they've already made. They've made Rift Apart, which I really loved. I finally got to play it on a PlayStation 5, and it was great. Makes me want to play the other Ratchet Clanks because I have not. Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales are two of my favorite games of all time. I know what you're saying, Damien. Miles Morales isn't really a game. It's an expansion. Let's just be honest. It's a big expansion. Should have just been included originally with the game, or just added as an expansion for like $30, but that's just me. Then they have Sunset Overdrive before that, Ratchet Clank games. They did Fuse, which I don't think anybody played, Song of the Deep, which I have not played yet, but I plan on playing. Did some VR games. They did Spyro the Dragon. So they've done a lot of games. We're also forgetting Resistance, but we're going to talk about that, don't worry. So, what are games that they've already announced at this point? We've got Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which is coming out in 2023. And then we got Marvel's Wolverine, which is to be announced when it's going to be coming out. So, hopefully, I'm assuming Spider-Man 2 is going to be in 2023. Insomniac's really good about hitting dates, so I assume it'll be out then. Marvel's Wolverine, though, on the other hand, I think that'll be a little bit different. I think that one will be, I'm thinking 2024, but I'm going to say probably 2025 at the absolute latest. So, games I'm hopeful for. Let's get the Marvel ones out of the way. I'm wearing a Captain America shirt. I want them to make a Captain America game. I feel like Captain America has had one good game and one good game only, and that's based off the first Avenger movie. And that's a good game. It's not great, but it's surprisingly okay. So, I want that. I've been watching a lot of the Marvel Netflix shows, so two of these next two are going to be Marvel Netflix characters, which is Daredevil and then the Punisher. I think Punisher could work really well in a way that it'd kind of be like a GTA game in a way, with an open world. You can't fly or anything, but you can drive cars and take out criminals, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And Daredevil, in a way, I think would work. You introduce him in Spider-Man 2 as a little cameo, and then you make him his own game. I think that'd be cool, honestly. So, I think those all could be really good ones to put in there. I've got in here, we're going to skip this one and go to it afterwards, but let's start with Resistance 4. I would like another Resistance game. I never played them, but I've saw them. They look amazing. I want to play them really badly, so I think that's the biggest thing to point out. I really want to play them. Then you got Spyro the Dragon, and I know what you're thinking. Damien, they don't own the rights to Spyro. Sony can get the rights to Spyro back. Let's be honest there. Though Microsoft owns the rights to Spyro, will they sell it? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Then I've got Sunset Overdrive 2. Did not play Sunset Overdrive. Own the copy for Xbox One and PC. I've wanted to play it. It's just been one of those games on my backlog. I have a lot of Insomniac games on my backlog at this point that I'm going to get through sooner or later. But the biggest one that I want a sequel to, and a lot of people are going to know, they're going to make one eventually, but I want Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart 2, or as I'm calling it, I had it written down here as Ratchet & Clank Rift Harder, but I'm going Ratchet & Clank A Rift in Time. So instead of it could be like a direct sequel, but make it where it's, instead of a Dimensionator, they have a Time-nator or something like that, where they can go back in time, because I really want a Wild West version of Ratchet and Clank. So, Insomniac, please, make it happen. I think that'd be a cool idea, that you can go to different time periods, and you have to use their weapons for a little bit. You can upgrade their weapons still, because you're from the future, pretty much, so I think it'd just make sense. I think it'd be cool to be able to go back to the past, see older versions, even maybe get some Quest for Booty action in there, Wild West stuff. I mean, what else? The possibilities are endless. I don't think a World War idea would be good, though, so maybe just stick that one out. But I think, honestly, this would be a great move. I would like Ratchet and Clank: A Rift in Time. It's kind of like a Link to the Past in a way, or, you know, just Zelda titles, honestly. But that's okay. You can do that. So, what games do you want Insomniac to make next? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.